Welcome back to the cryptowrld channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and we have just seen Bitcoin's largest daily gain in 8 months. But right now, the Bitcoin price is testing this very important range of resistance at the same time as Bitcoin whales and Bitcoin miners accumulating. So I'll be covering all of that and more in this video, so definitely stick around to the end so that you don't miss out on any of this important information. And just before we jump into it, you might as well leave a like down below. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe with notifications turned on for more updates just like this every single day. But with all of that out of the way, let's get straight into what this video is about. So right here, we are on the Bitcoin to US dollar chart on the daily time frame, and we've got our Fibonacci levels on the logarithmic settings. And as I let you know over on my Twitter, Bitcoin just confirmed a daily candle close above 41,500 US dollars, which means the Bitcoin price is finally back above this previous golden pocket, which was previous support and was acting as some short-term resistance. So obviously, now that Bitcoin is above that range, that is good for the Bitcoin bulls, but it becomes important for the Bitcoin bulls to remain above that range in order to stay in control here in the shorter term. And one of the buy signals that we have been talking about days before this move to the upside was, of course, the RSI on the daily time frame seeing a breakout and a successful confirmation. And right now, that has pumped the Bitcoin RSI on the daily time frame up towards around 56, so just above the halfway point. And just for some context for anyone that is new to the channel, the last time that the RSI did this as we were trending to the upside in the RSI was right back here in the beginning of October. As you can see, that was when the RSI was at around 56 to 57. And if you're looking at the corresponding price action, that was just after we saw 1 to 2 days worth of extremely bullish price action after a lot of bearish price action. And that was getting ready for another massive surge to the upside in the coming weeks. And then the time before that was in the second half of July last year. As you can see, the RSI pumped up towards around 56 as well. But as we got to that point, we certainly did not stop there. We continued heading up for the next half a week approximately. But the key takeaway here is that when the Bitcoin RSI on the larger time frames like the daily chart is trending to the upside, that usually leads into a lot of bullish price action. And at the time of recording this video, that has been holding up pretty well so far. In fact, from open to close, yesterday's Bitcoin daily candle pumps the Bitcoin price by over 11% to the upside. And the last time that the Bitcoin price saw a single daily gain equal to or greater than 11% was all the way back in the beginning of June 2021, around 8 months ago. But we still need to see a confirmed breakout above this range of resistance, which is coming in between 40,000 and 42,000. By the way, this is the 2-day time frame for Bitcoin, and if you're looking at previous price action, we saw a lot of resistance around this range, and we also saw a lot of support coming in at this exact same price range as well. So it is definitely important to break above and also confirm a break above with a daily or a weekly candle close, because we've got the weekly candle close in just over 1 day from now. And then after we eventually see a confirmed breakout above 42,000, it is important for Bitcoin to hold that level as support in the future if we do come back down for any sort of retest. And if you're looking at some Fibonacci levels to the upside, we've got our 38.2% Fibonacci level coming in at around 46 to 47,000. So after we see a confirmed breakout above 42,000, I would then be targeting around 46 to 47,000 as our next potential point of resistance. And anything above that, I'll be looking towards 50 to 51,000. And then the most important Fibonacci level is this price range right here, known as the golden pocket. And that is coming in between 55,000 and 56,000. So for now, these are all of the important resistance levels that I am paying attention to in a potential recovery here. And speaking about a potential recovery for Bitcoin here on the 3-day time frame and taking a look at the RSI, we are clearly seeing a significant breakout now in the 3-day RSI, and our next 3 daily candle close is in about 8 hours from now at the time of recording this video. So unless we see a massive dump within the next 8 hours, there is a very good chance that this would now confirm the breakouts in the 3-day RSI for Bitcoin. And obviously this is nothing new for those of you that have been watching all of my videos, because almost every single day for the past few weeks I've been talking about this possible scenario playing out. But for anyone that is new to the channel that missed all of my other Bitcoin update videos, if you simply take a look at these previous examples here on the chart, you can see what we could expect for Bitcoin over the next few weeks and months, which is basically some sort of bullish trend. But it is important to mention that even in a bullish trend, we still have some red days here and there and some short-term cool-offs. So when I'm saying that we could be more likely to experience some bullish price action, that doesn't mean we're only going to experience bullish price action. It simply means that the possible trend for Bitcoin could be about to reverse from a downtrend into a general uptrend. But to really start confirming a new uptrend in the Bitcoin price on the daily time frame, for example, we need to start putting in some higher highs and higher lows. And for that, we need to break above these other points of resistance that I mentioned just a moment ago. And something else that I've been mentioning almost every day for the past few weeks is this massive bullish divergence between the price action and the 3-day MACD. We saw this exact same thing form back during May, June, and July last year, and right now we are basically seeing the same thing right now. But it's still important to mention that currently we haven't seen the bullish cross in the 3-day MACD just yet, but we are getting very close. In fact, if Bitcoin continues to play out some more bullish price action, anything like what we saw over the past one day, then we could finally see this bullish cross in the 3-day MACD within around a week from now. But obviously that can be delayed if we do play out some more bearish price action in the shorter term, so just keep that in mind as well. But I'll be sure to keep you updated on this bullish divergence in these videos on this channel, and also in the form of real-time updates over on my Twitter. So if you haven't followed me over on my Twitter, make sure you're doing that, and the link is down below in the description. And right now, the Bitcoin whales are still accumulating more Bitcoin. Here is one wallet, for example, that is currently holding over 32,000 Bitcoin. I've talked about this Bitcoin whale a couple times over the past 1 to 2 weeks, and believe it or not, this whale is still accumulating millions of dollars worth of Bitcoin every few hours or so. You can simply take a look for yourself in the transactions. This is all public information, and this chart right here shows us the amount of Bitcoin this whale is holding in the blue line, and the red line is just the US dollar amount. And so ever since right around here in November 2021, when Bitcoin started to flip bearish again, this Bitcoin whale has been constantly dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin, accumulating more and more Bitcoin. And on top of that, we are seeing a similar thing in the Bitcoin miners. This chart right here shows us the Bitcoin price, which is the black line, but these green bars right here shows us the total miner reserve, which is basically the total amount of Bitcoin that Bitcoin miners are holding. And pretty much over the past 1 year, this entire past year has been a massive reaccumulation, especially for the Bitcoin miners and also for Bitcoin whales. But even more recently, with the bearish price action that we've seen, especially in the last 1 month, the Bitcoin miners have accumulated a lot more Bitcoin, which technically speaking, or I should say fundamentally speaking, is more of a bullish signal than it is a bearish one for Bitcoin's long-term future, talking about the next few months and potentially the next few years for Bitcoin. But once again, I want to make it clear that even if we start more of a bullish trend on the daily time frame, that still doesn't make us immune to some short-term bearish price action. And as if that wasn't enough bullish signals already, here in the US dollar currency index, this is yet another signal that we've been talking about for quite a while now on the channel. But for anyone new to the channel, first of all, this is the US dollar currency index on the 3-day time frame, and when the US dollar is in an uptrend, that is technically bearish for the Bitcoin price. And then on the flip side, when the US dollar is trending to the downside, that is bullish for the Bitcoin price against the US dollar. But what we are currently seeing here on the 3-day time frame is the US dollar currency index getting a rejection from a very important point of resistance, and also forming a 3-day bearish divergence between the price action and the 3-day RSI. So as of right now, we have these bearish signals here, but we haven't technically confirmed a new downtrend just yet. But all I'm saying is if we do confirm another downtrend in the US dollar currency index, especially after seeing all of these bearish signals, then in that case, after we finally start forming some lower lows and lower highs, then we could finally start seeing a lot more bullish price action for Bitcoin. But until then, while this is remaining in an uptrend, the bullish price action in Bitcoin will stay somewhat restricted. But anyway, if you found this video useful or simply enjoyed this, please make sure to leave a like down below. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe with notifications turned on so that you don't miss out on any of these important updates that I post every single day. And as always, I appreciate all of your support on the channel. I cannot thank you enough. And also for anyone that is new here, feel free to check out one of these uploads if you haven't already, because these videos can potentially help you make more money in the crypto markets. But anyway, that is it for this update. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.